Hi everyone, it's Sunday, December 10th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. In the U.S., the hide market plods onward with weak steer prices and plenty of rumors floating around about cheaper sales. Most branded material has little interest, and what there is comes in at very low bid prices. In fact, this week, heavy Texas steers dropped $1, selling for $24 for seasonal averages. And right now, natives are the only selection that's stable in price. And as we mentioned before many times, it's the lack of footwear demand that's making life tough for those selling branded material. Cows were the one bright spot this week. The hides keep moving and prices are still pretty steady for those sellers. Combined export sales for the week ending November 30th were pretty poor at 398,500, and that's 36% less than the previous week. Combined export shipments were incrementally higher at 555,000. Looking at estimated slaughter, for the week ending December 9th, it was identical to last week at 635,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that Europe is resisting the drop in U.S. prices, and that's despite the weaker dollar. Few contracts were signed, and values were unchanged during the week, with particular focus on large sizes. For British sellers, the 36 plus ox tends to go down from 85 cents in sterling per kilo, with counter offers at 83 cents per kilo, and actually, slaughterhouses are starting to take that into consideration because at the moment, Italian tanneries are not very willing to buy, and in several cases, they've put off making any purchases. In Ireland, there's more production and at the same time, more difficulty in confirming the old prices, with most sales at 92 cents in euros. For European bulls, prices are the same as the past few weeks, with a tendency for the lighter selections to move toward €1 per kilo, and that's what they can currently get in northern Germany, Belgium, and northern Italy. The price for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos is at 95 cents to €1, and South German hide prices were also steady. On the other hand, European cow prices were somewhat all over the place depending on the origin. But again, supply is still more than demand. For veal skins, availability is increasing, but then the current production's been sold entirely in France, the Netherlands, and the Scandinavian area. In his analysis this week, Andrea takes a look at the situation with orders and work from now until the end of the year, and he delves a little further into what's going on with selections that are not at the top of the range. From South America, it's no surprise that editor Ronald Guial reports that the average price of fresh hides is still unchanged at 85 cents per kilo in reals. The reference price of TR1 is also stuck at 65 cents per square foot. In Argentina, the market was unchanged, but we'll see what happens when the new president starts on Monday and starts putting new policies quickly into place. In other news from Brazil, between January and November, the country exported 110.9 million pairs of footwear for $1.09 billion, according to data from Abacalçados. This is actually lower both in terms of volume by 14% and revenue by almost 9% compared to the same period last year. Looking at just November, the exports were just about 8.5 million pairs and $87.5 million, and those are drops of about 16% and 8.5% compared to the same month in 2022. Also, JBS announced 43 million reals being invested for traceability in Pará. And from elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's November slaughter was 1.22 million. In Colombia, Vélez is generating 751 jobs in just December. In Mexico, a tanning laboratory has opened at the University of Guanajuato in León. And also in Mexico, the footwear job losses worsened in 2023. So that is all we have for this week. And until next week, good night from HideNet.